Welcome back to the Tim's AI Challenge podcast.
Mm.
Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the world of AI
Okay.
and more specifically, generative AI
Okay.
and how it can completely transform employee pensions and benefits management
Right.
at a global bank.
Yeah.
Now, imagine you're on our international pension and benefits team.
Okay.
We're talking Charlene Talon,
Yeah.
Cheryl Spami Maxroman, and Stuart.
Okay.
And they're dealing with stacks of paperwork
Right.
and constantly changing regulations,
Yeah.
the pressure to keep up with giants like J.P. Morgan.
Wow.
And, let's not forget Claire recovering from that skiing injury.
Oh, right.
We're wishing you a speedy recovery, Claire.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
It sounds like they could use a helping hand.
absolutely, and that's where this document comes in, leveraging generative AI for excellence in pension and benefits management.
Okay.
It lays out some really interesting possibilities.
Right.
And you know me, I love possibilities.
Yeah.
One of the things that really jumped out at me was how AI could completely revolutionize the way the team communicates with employees.
Yeah. That's a key area where generative AI can have a huge impact.
Okay.
The document talks about AI-powered chatbots that could provide 24/7 support to employees.
Okay.
Imagine having instant access to personalized answers about your pension plan or benefits package anytime, day or night.
It would be like having a personal benefits expert on call.
Exactly.
No more waiting on hold or digging through mountains of paperwork.
Exactly. And it's not just about answering questions.
Right.
The document also highlights the potential for AI to personalize communication campaigns.
Okay.
So let's say there are changes to benefits enrollment or updates to regulations. AI could automatically tailor and deliver those messages to each employee,
Wow.
making sure they get the information that's relevant to them right when they need it.
That's a huge time saver for the team.
Right.
It ensures that everyone's kept in the loop.
Absolutely.
It's a win-win. But this document doesn't stop there. It goes on to talk about AI as an administrative superhero,
Okay.
taking over all those tedious tasks that bog down the team.
It's fascinating how AI can handle those repetitive, time-consuming processes that we often just take for granted.
Yeah.
Think about generating pension statements or summarizing complex documents or even validating data entry.
Right.
These are tasks that AI can perform quickly and accurately, freeing up the team's time for more strategic work.
Okay, so imagine this, Stuart. Instead of spending hours manually checking data, can now focus on, say, analyzing trends and identifying potential issues with the pension fund.
That's a much better use of his expertise.
Right.
Absolutely. This shift from reactive to proactive work is one of the biggest benefits of using AI in this space.
Yeah.
And it's not just about saving time, it's about improving accuracy and efficiency as well.
Right.
We've seen this play out in other industries where AI has significantly reduced errors and boosted productivity.
It's like giving the team a superpower,
Yeah.
exactly as the document suggests. But speaking of superpowers, the document also highlights AI's ability to analyze massive amounts of data
Right.
to drive smarter decision-making.
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
By analyzing vast data sets, AI can uncover hidden patterns and trends that humans might miss.
Wow.
The document specifically mentions using AI for predictive modeling.
Okay.
Imagine being able to predict future retirement trends or anticipate changes in employee benefit needs.
So instead of reacting to changes after they've already happened, the team could be proactive and plan ahead.
Exactly.
They could design benefit packages that actually align with what employees will need in the future.
Precisely. It's about moving from a reactive to a proactive predictive approach.
Okay.
And the document even talks about using AI for benchmarking.
Interesting.
Imagine being able to compare the bank's benefits offerings to those of industry leaders like J.P. Morgan.
Okay.
AI can analyze publicly available data to see where the bank stands and identify areas for improvement.
That's a game changer when it comes to attracting and retaining top talent.
Absolutely.
But let's not forget that benefits can be a bit of a snooze fest, even for the most financially savvy among us.
That's a valid point.
Right.
Luckily, the document also explores how AI can make learning about benefits more engaging for employees.
Okay.
We're talking about interactive tools that explain complex topics like retirement planning or investment options in a way that's actually fun and easy to understand.
Think about it. Instead of wading through pages of dense legalese,
Right.
employees could have personalized interactive tutorials tailored to their specific needs and learning styles.
And the document even mentions virtual benefits advisors.
Okay.
These AI-powered tools could provide personalized guidance walking employees through their options and helping them make informed decisions about their benefits.
It would be like having a dedicated financial advisor,
Yeah.
but one that's available 24/7 and knows your specific situation inside and out.
And that kind of personalized support could make a huge difference in helping employees feel empowered and confident about their financial futures.
Absolutely. But we all know that benefits management isn't just about fun and games.
Right.
There's a whole lot of compliance and risk management involved.
Yeah.
And keeping up with ever-changing regulations can be a real headache.
That's where AI can really shine as a tireless watchdog.
Okay.
The document highlights the use of AI for monitoring regulatory changes, flagging potential compliance issues,
Okay.
and even generating reports automatically.
It's like having an army of compliance officers working around the clock.
Exactly. AI can help ensure that the bank stays on top of the latest regulations and avoids any costly penalties.
Right.
It can also analyze past data to identify patterns that might indicate potential fraud or abuse, acting as a proactive safeguard against financial risks.
So we've covered communication administration, data analysis, employee engagement, and even compliance.
Yeah,
And AI seems to have a role to play in each of these areas.
it does.
What's particularly fascinating is how it can transform the team's workflow, allowing them to focus on more strategic and impactful work.
Absolutely. But the document doesn't stop there.
Okay.
It also hints at the future of benefits, where AI-powered innovation could lead to entirely new ways of thinking about and delivering benefits.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What kind of innovations are we talking about?
Well, the document mentions using AI to simulate and test new benefits programs before rolling them out company-wide.
Okay.
Imagine being able to predict the impact and cost of a new program before it's even launched.
That's incredibly powerful.
It is.
The team could experiment with different benefit designs tailored to specific employee demographics or needs and make data-driven decisions about which programs to implement.
Exactly. It's about moving from a one-size-fits-all approach to a more personalized and dynamic benefits ecosystem.
And that kind of innovation could give the bank a real competitive edge in attracting and retaining top talent,
Absolutely.
especially in a world where employee expectations are constantly evolving.
Absolutely. But it's important to remember that AI is a tool,
Right.
and its success depends on how it's implemented. The document emphasizes the need for a strategic approach, involving training, collaboration, and continuous improvement. We'll delve deeper into the implementation process in the next part of our deep dive.
Sounds good to me. Stay tuned because there's a lot more to uncover. Welcome back to the Tim's AI Challenge podcast. We're continuing our deep dive into how generative AI could reshape the world of employee pensions and benefits.
Right.
In the last part, we talked about all the cool things AI could do,
Yeah,
from superpowered communication to data-driven decision-making.
absolutely.
But I'm curious, how do we actually go from possibility to reality?
Right.
Where do we even start with implementing all of this?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
Luckily, this document, Leveraging Generative AI for Excellence in Pension and Benefits Management, offers some practical guidance.
Okay.
The first step, and this might sound obvious, but it's often overlooked,
Right.
is to really understand your needs.
Okay.
What specific challenges is the team facing?
Right.
Where are the biggest pain points? You
Yeah.
don't want to just throw AI at every problem. It's about finding the areas where it can have the most impact.
So it's like a doctor diagnosing a patient before prescribing medication.
Exactly.
You need to figure out what's wrong before you can find the right treatment.
Exactly. Let's say the team is overwhelmed with processing pension statements.
Right.
That could be a prime target for AI automation.
Right.
Or maybe they're struggling to keep up with regulatory changes. AI could be used to monitor updates and flag potential compliance issues.
Okay.
The key is to start with a clear understanding of where AI can make a real difference.
Okay, so we've identified the problem areas.
Right.
What's next? Do we just go all in and implement a bunch of AI tools all at once?
Well, the document actually cautions against that. Instead, it recommends starting small with pilot programs.
Okay.
This allows you to test different AI tools, see how they perform in a real-world setting, and get feedback from the team before making a larger investment.
So it's like dipping your toes in the AI pool before diving head first.
Exactly.
That makes sense. You don't want to disrupt the entire benefit system without first making sure the AI is working as intended.
Right.
But once those pilots are successful, what's the next step?
Then it's time to scale up.
Okay.
Roll out this successful AI initiatives to other departments or regions. But here's the thing. Technology is only part of the equation.
Okay.
You need to bring your people along on the journey.
You mean make sure they're comfortable with the AI tools and understand how to use them effectively?
Absolutely. Training and change management are crucial.
Okay.
You need to address any concerns about job displacement. Remember, AI is about augmenting human capabilities, not replacing people altogether.
Right.
Build AI literacy within the team
Okay.
so they understand how it works and how it can make their jobs easier.
So it's about empowering the team, not just throwing new technology at them and expecting them to figure it out on their own.
Exactly.
And that brings us to another point. Continuous improvement. AI isn't a set it and forget it solution.
You're absolutely right. The AI landscape is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
New tools are emerging, algorithms are being updated, and business needs are always changing.
Right.
So you need to regularly review the performance of your AI tools, update models, and adapt to new challenges.
It's like tending a garden.
Yeah,
You need to constantly nurture and prune to keep it thriving.
exactly.
But even with the best planning and implementation, there are bound to be some challenges, right?
Of course, no major technological shift comes without its hurdles.
Yeah.
One of the biggest challenges highlighted in the document is data privacy and security.
Okay.
You're dealing with sensitive employee information, pension details, benefit records, salary information.
It's like the Fort Knox of employee data.
Exactly.
You can't afford any security breaches.
Exactly. You need to ensure that your AI systems are compliant with all relevant data protection regulations
Yeah.
and that you have robust security measures in place to prevent unauthorized access or breaches. And it's not just about external threats. You also need to consider internal access controls and make sure that only authorized personnel can view and modify sensitive data.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
But also absolutely essential when you're dealing with such confidential information.
it is.
And then there's the challenge of integrating AI into existing systems.
Right.
A lot of companies, especially large organizations like banks, have legacy systems that weren't designed with AI in mind.
That's a common problem.
Right.
These legacy systems can be like dinosaurs. They've been around for a long time, and they're not always easy to change.
Right.
You might need to invest in upgrades or find ways to bridge the gap between old and new technologies. It can be a complex and time-consuming process.
It sounds like it's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole sometimes.
Yeah,
But even with all the technical challenges, I think which the biggest hurdles might be the human element.
that's a crucial point. You need to think about the impact on employee morale and job satisfaction.
Yeah.
Some people might be resistant to change or feel threatened by the introduction of AI.
Especially if they're worried that AI is going to take their jobs.
Exactly. That's why communication is so important.
Yeah.
You need to be transparent with the team throughout the process,
Right.
addressing their concerns and highlighting the benefits of AI.
It's about showing them that AI is a tool that can help them do their jobs better, not a replacement for their skills and experience.
Precisely, it's about collaboration, not competition. And it's important to remember that implementing AI is a journey, not a destination.
Right.
There will be bumps along the road, things you'll need to adjust and refine as you go.
It's like learning to ride a bike.
Yeah,
You're going to fall a few times before you get the hang of it.
exactly. But with perseverance and a willingness to learn and adapt, AI can truly revolutionize the way pensions and benefits are managed, creating a more efficient, engaging, and rewarding experience for both employees and the team.
That's a great note to end on, but I'm sure there's even more to uncover in this deep dive. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll explore the potential long-term implications of AI in pensions and benefits management. What does the future hold? We'll find out. Welcome back to the Tim's AI Challenge podcast for the final part of our deep dive into the world of AI and pensions and benefits management.
Okay.
We've talked about the nuts and bolts of implementation,
Right.
the potential benefits, and even some of the challenges.
Yeah.
Now I want to step back and look at the bigger picture.
Yep.
How might AI fundamentally change the way we think about pensions and benefits in the long run? What does the future hold?
That's where things get really interesting. The document hints at a future where AI could reshape the very relationship between employers and employees when it comes to benefits.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, right now, benefits are often seen as a package deal, something employers offer to attract and retain talent. But with AI, benefits could become much more personalized, proactive, and even predictive.
So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, we could see benefit packages tailored to individual employee needs, even anticipating their future requirements.
Precisely, imagine AI analyzing an employee's financial situation, health data, lifestyle choices, even career aspirations to recommend personalized benefits that best support their well-being and financial security.
It's like having a personal financial advisor, but one that's powered by AI and seamlessly integrated into the benefits system.
Right.
That could be a real game changer for employees, especially those who might not have access to traditional financial planning services.
It could also lead to a more engaged and empowered workforce.
Right.
When employees feel like their benefits are truly meeting their needs, they're likely to be more satisfied, more loyal, and ultimately more productive.
And from the employer's perspective, AI-powered benefits could be a huge differentiator in attracting and retaining top talent, especially in a competitive job market where skilled workers are in high demand.
Absolutely. But like any powerful tool, there are potential downsides to consider. One concern is the possibility of unintended consequences, or even the amplification of existing inequalities.
I see what you mean. If AI is used to personalize benefits based on individual data, there's a risk that it could inadvertently perpetuate existing biases. For example, if the algorithms are trained on data that reflects historical gender or racial disparities in pay or benefits, those biases could be amplified in the recommendations.
That's a crucial point. It highlights the importance of ethical considerations in AI development and deployment.
Right.
We need to be very careful about the data used to train these systems and ensure that they are designed to promote fairness and equity, not exacerbate existing inequalities. Transparency and accountability are paramount.
It's a reminder that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. It's up to us, the humans designing and implementing these systems, to make sure they are used responsibly and ethically.
Couldn't agree more. And there's another potential pitfall to consider: the risk of over-reliance on AI. We need to be careful not to become too dependent on these systems to make decisions for us.
What do you mean?
Well, if we blindly follow AI's recommendations without understanding how those recommendations are made or considering the broader context, we might miss important nuances or make decisions that are ultimately detrimental to employees or the company. Human judgment and empathy are still essential.
So it's about finding the right balance, leveraging the power of AI while maintaining human oversight and ethical considerations. It's a partnership, not a takeover.
Exactly. We need to remember that AI is a tool to augment our capabilities, not replace our humanity. And that requires a shift in mindset, not just in the way we manage benefits, but in the way we think about work and the relationship between employers and employees.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the key takeaway for our listeners? What should they be thinking about as they consider the potential of AI in their own organizations?
I think the most important message is that AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we manage pensions and benefits, but it's not a silver bullet. It's a powerful tool that requires careful planning, ethical considerations, and a focus on the human element.
It's about using AI to enhance our capabilities, not replace our humanity. And that's a challenge we need to face head on as we navigate this exciting new world of AI-powered benefits management.
I think that's a great place to leave it. This has been a fascinating exploration, and I hope our listeners have gained a better understanding of the possibilities and the complexities of AI in this space.
Well, thank you for joining us on this journey, and a special shout out to Charlene, Cheryl, Tommy, Max, Raymond, and Stuart. I know you're all working hard to keep the benefits system running smoothly, and to Claire, we're wishing you a speedy recovery. Get well soon.
Hear, hear.
And to all our listeners, thanks for tuning in to the Tim's AI Challenge podcast. We'll catch you next time.